Welcome back, guys, to the channel. Hope you enjoyed Sammy cutting there. He's learning to cut, doing a good job. Nothing wrong with it. We're gonna try to plant some potatoes today. I'm fixing to run off some rows. Here's what's under the house, guys. I've talked about these on videos and lives, and my ideal is we're just gonna take this whole thing, we're just gonna curl it up like that right there, and we're gonna set it in that row, and hopefully we'll make some good potatoes off of it. We'll plant 3 rows. I have some official seed potatoes here, and I may not even cut some of these. Some of these I'll probably just plant whole because I got plenty here, because I only want 3 rows of it, and that's all we want to plant. So we'll get those 3 in the ground. There's a couple of little spots, one little spot on the end that's wet, one spot this end that's wet, but we'll just have to work with it. The cover crop hasn't quite all the way incorporated as much as I'd like, but since it's potatoes, I think we'll be okay. So we'll run the rows out and cover them up with the disc, and I think we'll be okay and go from there and build some dirt around it as the year progresses. But if I got time this video, I'm not sure if I will or not, I may want to cut over this corn ground and get some of that cover crop started incorporating up. I know that by me cutting it early, I'm losing a little bit of advantage there, but I think it did what I wanted to do during the winter. It kept it from getting so hard on crusty on top. It kept it loose all winter, the roots, and plus the deer eat it down so bad anyway. I don't know how much it would grow, but I want to get it incorporated a little more, so I'm not having to deal with ryegrass clods of roots when I'm planting it, because that'll stop the sort of my planter up, or not stop it up, but it'll keep it from sliding through the dirt like it needs to be. So we'll do that, but let's get on the 140, run off a few rolls, and take some potatoes out there. This is not a trick video, but it's just not. We're gonna give it a day or two. Hopefully we can do this by Thursday. We're gonna cut it again. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna hook that 122 hair up, because I want to cut over that corn ground, and I'm gonna cut over it with the bigger hair, get it cut a little deeper. And so we're gonna cut over it one more time, and we're gonna put this off a couple days. I think these will be okay. I'm gonna put them in this tool shed over here where it's nice and dark, and I think they'll be okay for a couple more days. I don't want to push it. I thought the ground was gonna be good enough, but it's not quite there. It's a little cloddy, and got too many heavy spots in it. That front plow on that 140 was pulling up heavy spots, so let's get these in the shed and we'll go hook up to that big disc. Well, I think we'll call this video Change My Mind. Because when you first start it, it's going to look like I'm planting potatoes today, but that just didn't happen. Sorry guys, it just wasn't quite, the ground's just not quite as ready as I thought it should be. I don't think it's supposed to rain between now and I don't think it's supposed to rain between now and maybe Thursday or Friday or even Saturday. Ellie wants us to come make up a garden at his house, so we got to figure out what we're going to do there. We got to get a disc loaded up, and I really can't put the disc on the gooseneck because the tractor won't pull it up the ramp. Too much angle. I wished I had some long aluminum ramps that I could sit on top of the ramps that I got and make a gradual come up on that gooseneck, and I could take the disc with me, but we're going to figure something out. We got to get a disc on a trailer or something, get it on a lawnmower trailer. Maybe I can get it on there with my boom pole. I don't know, but we'll figure out something. But hopefully Thursday we'll be able to plant those potatoes. I cut almost all of that over there, which it's got a lot of green on it, so we'll try to, maybe between Thursday, we may try to revisit cutting that over there again, let it air out a little bit. We'll cut this potato patch tomorrow, have church Wednesday, and I think tomorrow evening, Sammy just informed me that there was a text that came across the wire on my phone that said that we had to be at a what's it called?
Gender reveal.
A gender reveal, a baby reveal, gender reveal tomorrow at 6. So, and I don't think it's going to dry enough by tomorrow anyway. Not like, I need that dirt a little bit smoother. I don't mind the grass clumps as bad, but I need it a little bit smoother than what it is. So we're going to hold off for a couple more days, and we got to get in and do live stream tonight. Hope you guys will be joining in, and but it's getting there. We a little bit of a, didn't quite get it launched today, but we'll get it launched. We'll get it, you know. I'm tell you what, that's a pull. So I've been guilty of saying a lot of times, you know, Super A do what a 140 will do, you know, and it will to the extent of cultivating. But when it comes to pulling like that disc right there, that's the 122 disc, and it cut, obviously guys, as you know, it cut a whole lot better than the leveling disc will cut on clods and grass clumps and stuff like that. That leveling disc is for smooth ground. It's good if I cut it with that and then come back with that. But yeah, it won't quite pull a disc like a 140 will. That few extra horsepower on that 140, it really makes a difference. And so, you know, I shouldn't say they'll do the same thing. They'll do almost the same thing. And you can pull this disc, and you guys just witnessed it. To get it in second gear, I had to let it up. And after it got going and the engine caught up with itself, I eased it back down a little bit. But that's going downhill too. It'd have never done that if I'd turned around and come up the other way. It never would have pulled it. But, you know, it's hard for the 140 to pull it when it's that deep too. But, so, yeah, there is enough difference about them that, you know, if pulling a disc like this, the little disc wasn't bad. It pulled the little disc okay, but even Steele, I noticed it did not like it a lot in second gear. I didn't show it on camera, but matter of fact, it choked down on Sammy one time and shut off. Now, if he'd drove it as much as we had, he'd knew to step in on the clutch and let it catch back up and let the disc up a little bit, but that all comes with learning. That's no big deal, but so it will come down a little bit. But y'all have a good day, a good week. God bless you. We'll see you.